In my, I think it's the Black Sails Wild Camp video, I walked up Warner Scar Road and pointed this out. But it's very wet in there, so I can't go in. Anyway, so I'm on the way up Warner Scar Road. It's sleeting heavily, but it's due to get colder. In fact, it's forecast -8 tonight. So I've got about 5 plans depending on what it's like when I get up. It's early afternoon in January, my first winter camp. You say, winter? This don't look like winter. Well, it does up there. I'll show you in a minute. So looking at the fells, and the fact it's still a little bit windier. Well, our forecast was 20 mile an hour or so. But I think it might be worth pitching somewhere a little bit sheltered on purpose. So looking at Brim Fell. But as you know, it's all depending on the weather, what I feel and what looks a good pitch. So we'll see. I normally have about 300 options on the way up when I'm camping, so I shouldn't really bother vocalising really. It's a while since I carried my full winter pack, and at the start of this hill I thought, blimey, that's heavier than normal. Obviously I've got my water with me as well, and yeah, heavier tent, heavier bag, not used to it, but I'm in my stride now. It's much easier when you get up near the top of Warner Scar. Nice gradient. Oh, look at that view with the blue. Oh, woo, gorgeous. Where would you go? Would you go somewhere up towards the Old Man or on it? Would you go up to Levers Water? And then Black Sail still looks beautiful, but I've done it, so I'm not going to camp on that. Got to go round to Weatherlam, but I've walked over Weatherlam off of Black Sails, so I'm still tempted to go left. At the moment I think I'm going to go up to Low Water, which is up there, and then decide whether I go Old Man or Brim Fell. Brim Fell's my choice at the moment because I think I'm going to be more sheltered if it's windy. So that's plan D. Let's see what's next. Beautiful though, look at this. Beautiful. Quite wintry. I'm laying in the drift. Whew. Let's get going. I've still got a bit of the way to get to low water. I'm making slow progress because some of the drifts are quite deep. But and also I've been faffing around and I keep forgetting that I've got limited amount of time. So going up here and then see how we get on. If I find a nice little sort of sheltered spot, I'm gonna go for it, because I've got a lot of things to try out today, tent wise and cooking wise. So it doesn't really matter where I go. It's just a winter camp. Looking forward to just having the winter camp set up, to be fair. So I'll have a look up here. Yeah, for my own amusement. In the snow, I tend to take shortcuts, little slopes and rakes and stuff like that, just to make it fun. But when you're doing it with a big pack, it just took me about 15 minutes to get 10 metres there because I was up to my waist. So it's a bit of a stupid idea. So I'm now looking for a place to pitch, not too far. I'm nearly at low water, so I'm going to get across. I want to go on the bottom. This is Brimfell here. I want to go just over there somewhere. That's still the plan. Not as high or convoluted as the original plan, but it's all good and lots of fun. I can't help going off piste really, because in the snow it's a lot of fun. It just takes a lot more energy. Well, there's the tarn. Sort of thing I've got to put up with here. If you're wondering why I haven't got my poles, I've left them in the car. I got along the track up the hill and then I thought they were on my pack and they're not, so well, I hope they're in the car and not next to the car. So all this is even more hard work. Whew. You wouldn't believe the time it's took me to come across here. Just so deep. But I'm going to skirt this bit where the wind's blown it off. And then I think I'm going to see if it's sheltered on that plateau over there. If it's a little bit less wind, that's where I'm going to pitch up for once, do a tarn pitch. It's get a sheltered spot, it's alright. Kind of answered my question. We just had quite a gust and it blew snow off right the way to the back. It was blowing it off into the water, so I don't think it's very sheltered. Ooh! So you see over there, well, I started thinking, yeah, it's too windy near the tarn, so I've come down below where the tarn is onto some of the ledges, level with the mines. Not what I originally planned, but not really bothered, because I just wanted to do a winter camp with some of my new gear. Really crappy pitch because it's a bit uneven, so I'm having trouble getting it nice and taut, but just about got it done, I think. So that's the tent on my little ledge overlooking CONISTON. Anyway, I've got chilly cold gloves, so I'm going to put my others on. I've got 3 pairs, and get a brew on, and I'll maybe bring you back. But here's the view. out of sight. I think I'm out of sight from the path. Path goes around down there. There's the mine levels down the bottom there. It's just about sea level's water down there, and yeah, low water's just behind this lump here. Looks like there's some good little climbs up near. If you've seen my film, I did a scramble on Brimfell. That's just over there. But it looks to the left of the scramble. There's it's like an easy gully all the way up. Probably be quite good. Anyway, yeah, gonna get in and experiment with making a drink. Some flames for a change. Nice and quiet. I'm just trying it out. I've got a cheap liquid fuel stove, alcohol stove, Trangia type, whatever you want to call it. Jet boils are awesome. Very handy, very quick. It's all there, isn't it? But they're so loud, and I thought it'd be nice just to have a little flame going and cook slowly because I've got plenty of time. Yeah, let's see how it goes. It seems alright so far. I've only got I've got Snickers. I actually had a pile of stuff. I decided just to bring beans and sausages today, so I'll cook them in a minute, or warm them up, and porridge for breakfast. Even with a not brilliant pitch when the door shut, I mean, you got some wobbling about with the gusts, but when you look at some of the Hillebergs, it's all flapping about. This is a lot less flappy. Well, good morning. The wind actually stopped. And yeah, it's still and crisp and even. Well, it's not that even. I had a fair bit of sleep, but I definitely hurt my knee. I've got a sort of a reoccurring knee problem that I think all that post holing in the snow yesterday just strained it a bit again. So I had that nagging at me all night, which was nice. There's not even any frost on the tent, so it's very dry, which is nice because I won't have to pack it up with all wet. Let's have a look round. It's actually a lovely position. I didn't like the idea of camping low, but conditions weren't right, and also I knackered myself out yesterday, so it was ideal just to find somewhere around here. But it's actually not a bad spot because it's like Red Tarn at Helvellyn. You know, you've got the beautiful side of the mountain, but also a fair bit of view. Weatherlam looks really good from over here, and Black Sails. You can see from here the easy approach Black Sails is if you just get up to Levers Water and then up that nice ramp of a hill. Yeah, sun's not quite up, it's about 7, so it's got a little while. There's some massive wind-blown drifts all around here. I had to go over a few of them yesterday, but I mean that one there, it's probably 4, 5 foot, 6 foot even in the middle. But it's obviously been windy here because of the way some of it's scoured and blown off. Oh. Might be a good idea to put my trousers on. I've just got my leggings, otherwise I'll get cold. Well, I'm not going to hang about much because apparently some of the country's going to get some snow today, so I'm going to drive home. Really should have been up on that summit, but my knee's quite painful and I don't want to make it even worse and then have a bit of a mare coming down. It's only probably half an hour. Eesh. I don't really like to leave the tent and everything here, so I'd have to cart it all up. But it's an awesome camp, and what more could you ask for? Stunning, stunning. So I was just going to chat briefly about my channel. I started doing it when I was young, like filming, just for my own sort of archive, and then put some of that on YouTube, not a lot. But as soon as the editing become easier, more practical, I tried to make them more watchable, rather than just a few shots of where I've been. So my channel's not about the gear, and you know, I don't want to be your typical clickbait type stuff. I want to just share good days in the hills, whether it's scrambling or whether it's wild camps. Just want to share the experience, really. So get in the comments if you think I need to change anything to do with my production or my presentation. I'm up for that, don't worry about it, I won't be offended. I know I talk too much sometimes, but yeah, most of my favourite YouTubers, Murray on Scotland Mountains and Dave, Andy, loads of them, they all talk, and I like that. I like the fact that you're just chatting. So yeah, chat back if you like on the comments. And I don't get them out very often, so if you haven't gone back, I know it's quite easy to subscribe and wait for a video, but if you go back, I've got some films that I think I've done quite well on. So yeah, happy to see you in the comments. I'm going to get packed up once I finish this and take a slow walk down, unless I get over to the path and really get, if my knee feels alright, I might go up, but I think this is good enough. Look at it, it's just beautiful. Oh, there's some cold up there. Look at that face. Ooh. Yeah, right, let's get myself sorted. Catch you in a minute. It's wonderful packing up the tent. It's bone dry. I mean, I've got a couple of bits of ice on the ground sheet, but the tent's bone dry. I've just stashed it on the top of my rucksack inside. So just got to pick my Lucozade bottle up, and then we're almost ready to go. Woo. Well, there's my pitch, and I'll make my way over here where I can see the grass. That'll make it easier going. I put my spikes on this morning. They're pretty good. I didn't feel the need most of the time on the way up. But I think, especially how it's frozen, on the way down I'm more likely to slip. And these micro spikes, I left the crampons in the car because I knew I wasn't going to do any sort of gullies or any steep stuff, so I just bought the spikes. Absolutely stunning. The sun on the snow always makes it just look amazing. Even if it's a small area, relatively short route, I find it quite rewarding just to go off piste a bit and just explore the landscape when it's like this. This one's going to be a bit awkward. It's going to be really deep here, so I'm going to head down for where the grass is. I've just got to get the path is over there, so got about 100 metres of struggle, and then trudge down through the mines. Lever's water again. I will get my axe out just as a walking stick. It's glorious. Hard work, but great fun to be out. I'm not bounding down here because of the pain I've got in my knee. I don't want to strain it, but it's all good. You know what I was saying about my channel, I just want people to go wow at the environment, not at what I'm doing. I think when you see these videos, I survived the night in a £2.99 tent. That's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. They're missing the point. You know, this is what we come here for. Just the experience, to get away from the office or whatever you do, and just soak up this. You don't need a thumbnail that screams danger, but I'll say that and then I'll probably do one. But you know what I mean. Anyway, yep, path's just over there. So let's go. I knew it was deep here because it was drifts, but yeah, we'll still head that way for the grass, over the grass, down the grass, and then paths there. Got to get myself out of the hole. Yeah, any sensible mountaineer would have tested the depth with his axe. It's about, I think 65. I think I've got 65 centimeters. Yeah, on the subject of axes, now there's a lot of people buying them now that have got no experience, don't know what to buy. I'm no teacher, but let me just tell you this: don't get a short curved one, or one with a reverse pick where it goes down and up. That's for ice climbing. They look sexy, but when you're just in this sort of terrain or going up steep paths and you need some sort of handrail, you want a longer axe and you want a pick that goes down. That's for your self-arrest. The other ones, if you try self-arrest with, they quite often will just come back out of the snow, and they're not long enough for general use. When you're on medium terrain, you're using this in the snow on the uphill side as a handrail for stability. If you get a short one, it's no good. So if you're starting out, or you just want to do mixed terrain up to grade 1, but it's just mixed terrain, just as a safety tool, this is what you need: a straight shafted, preferably not a great big grip on it, because this goes in and out of the snow nice and easy. And yeah, get a nice light one, Grivel, I don't know, there's loads of makes, but yeah, definitely don't get your first ice axe as a short handled, short shafted, bent tool, because you'll be a tool. It's not any good for general use, and that's not what it was designed for. Anyway, I was going to go over there, wasn't I? Let's do it. Yeah, I'm going to track down the grass. Mind you, the path's there. So I think, yeah, I'm going to go down here, across the grass, onto the path, and then all the best fun's over. But, and it's glorious. And the reason why you hold it in the uphill hand is because that's the way you want to lean. If you've got the ice axe on the downhill hand, obviously you lean on that, you're leaning into the drop, which isn't good, because by the time you get your axe in, you're already doing a fair rate of knots. So if you don't go on a course, there's plenty of videos on YouTube about basic ice axe use. Well worth if you I always do that on camera. There's a hole there in the snow. But that's another thing, you see. If you did that and you was on a slope, you'd need one of these, because it might start a tumble or a fall. I'm going to leave this in because I don't care. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, if you hold it on a downhill side, you're just not going to be able to stop yourself you want to be leaning into the slope on your axe. Yeah, and if you're thinking of getting one, obviously there's courses, but have a good look about what they're used for, how to use them, and then first time you get out, go on some really easy slopes and just walk up and down, practice how you're holding it, and then when you feel you want to have a go, just get on a short little, especially if the snow is consolidated, short little slope, and then start practicing your arrest, ice axe arrest, because that's what it's for. Slip, go down on your axe, and you don't have to slide forever and ever. But in general, just hill walking, easy mountaineering, it's just there as your walking stick. If you get any little tiny short section where there's ice, you can cut a step with the adze. Yeah, videos on that, have a look, because it's quite interesting stuff, especially the old school way of mountaineering when they only had long ones like this. There's a lot of things you can do with them. But footnote, I'm not teaching you, I'm just saying go and learn, and they're worth having, so get the right one for what you want to do. Here endeth the lesson. Well, I'm going to put this camera down, I'll get on the flat bit and we'll say goodbye. Some of this is solid, so I can stand on it, but some of it, if it's not quite consolidated, it goes down about 1/2 metre, so it's sort of slow and steady, like mostly because of my knee. I don't want to make it hurt any more than it does. Oh, this is lovely. I love walking in the snow. Well, what a night. What a beautiful, beautiful bit of weather. Well, I'm down through the mine area. All easy going now. Even the drifty bits over the path are a bit easier this morning. Let's have a look over here. Oh yeah. Gorgeous. Yeah, this path gets understandably busy, especially on days like this. The old man's a really rugged mountain and it looks good in the snow. Anyway, let's crack on. I didn't mention the other reason a long axe is good, and probably one of the best reasons to carry one sometimes. If you're wearing spikes or crampons, even if you've got a plate underneath, a rubber plate, anti-balling, if the snow's wrong or right, you're going to get a build up, and you end up walking with a kilo of ice stuck to the bottom of your feet, and it gets deeper than your prongs, so you lose the traction. So with the ice axe, all you do is give it a good tonk and it drops off. So if you had a short one, you wouldn't be able to do that. And that's not just me, that's, you know, it's a common practice. Give your crampons a good smack to get rid of the build up of unwanted ice or snow. It's been nice being review of my camp, and I'll catch you all later. Don't forget to dive into my playlist. Yeah. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Not a breath of wind either, so that's lovely. A few tricky bits, didn't go quite to plan, but I'm super adaptable on all my wild camps. It was a lovely night, beautiful spot, and look at this. This is why spikes are good.